رمضان رمضان شهر الرحمة شهر الغفران رمضان شهر التوبة شهر القرآن رمضان شهر الرحمة شهر الغفران.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today is day 25 of Ramadan, and with us is Brother Khalil. He will be discussing the topic, De-Cluttering Your Mind. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, Brother Khalil, can you please enlighten us on this topic?
So the topic talks about this decluttering your mind. A key part of being productive is being able to focus your mind on what's beneficial and to declutter it from unproductive thoughts. If we can record all of our inner thoughts and play them to ourselves at the end of each day, we'll be surprised on how much junk there is, and how much brain power we waste on these futile things. These thoughts could be in the form of replaying old videos from our past, or even going to the extreme and thinking of future things that are not even possible. All these thoughts must be purged if you want to relieve ourselves. How do you know if you have so much clutter in your mind? Notice your speech and your actions. If you recognize them to be very thoughtful, very productive, then you probably have less clutter than others. If not, and you notice yourself all over the place and you turn out of control, then you probably have more clutter and your mind surely needs clean-up exercise. Ibn al-Qayyim has a profoundly powerful statement in his book Fawaid, which states and that talks about negative and bad thoughts. He said, you should repulse a thought. If not, it becomes a desire. You should therefore wage war against it. If not, it becomes a resolution or a pure intention. You should therefore fight it, or else it becomes a deed. And you should act upon it by doing the opposite of that deed, or it will become a habit. And if it becomes a habit, it will be very hard to give up on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, can you give us tips or steps to declutter our mind?
So there are a few steps you have to, if you want to declutter your mind, but you must follow them constantly. Number one, dua. First and foremost, you have to pray to Allah about the issue, because remember, you alone will worship and you alone will seek for help. Number two, be watchful of your mind. You have to watch, never let a thought go by unnoticed. Number three, when a bad thought comes, fight against it, and when a good thought comes, act upon it or at least write it down. Number four, practice focusing your mind, especially during salat, so at least it will be less decluttered. And number five, be constantly watchful on your mind, like a predator that is ready to pounce on any bad thoughts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us declutter our mind.
Amen.
And may our actions and thoughts be sincerely for Him.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Jazakumullah
khairan. And may Allah increase your knowledge so that you can pass more knowledge to us. Next up is the next segment of our show, the Dua Challenge.
شهر الرحمة شهر الغفران رمضان.
Welcome back to the second segment of our show, the Dua Challenge. Today's dua is ربنا لا تجعلنا فتنة للذين كفروا واغفر لنا ربنا إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم. Again, ربنا لا تجعلنا فتنة للذين كفروا واغفر لنا ربنا إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at MedminaNG. Don't forget to comment down below and smash that like button. Masalam.
رمضان شهر الرحمة شهر الغفران رمضان شهر التوبة شهر القرآن رمضان شهر الرحمة شهر الغفران رمضان شهر التوبة شهر القرآن.